don't compare yourself to other people. Again, relating back to social media now, that's all most people are doing. It's a killer. It's a real killer because your life is not built the same as well. You've not gone through the same trauma. You may have not had the same advantages or disadvantages, depending on how you want to look at it. And yet, and most people show what they want you to see. They don't talk about the pain. They don't even know. You don't even know if it's real. I always say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. People don't look at numbers anymore. They look at Instagram. He looks successful. She looks successful. They must be. They look like they're living the best life. They must be, but it's not the truth.
Yeah.
You've got to, if you're going to idolize anybody in this world, you've got to do your due diligence. You've got to do your checks to make sure that they are living what they're talking. And I think there's disparity of people really doing what they're saying and people lying. And that's I think as an entrepreneur or public figure, whatever you want to call it, you have a duty to give people it live and direct. You've got to tell the truth because you can't give them false inspiration. You're leading people down a trap. You could say, start a fashion brand, it's the easiest thing ever. And then 1,000 kids start a fashion brand with all their savings and it doesn't work. You're lying. You need to say it's really hard. It's really tough. It's mentally draining. You get depressed. You want to quit. Sure, you want to do this. You've got to tell people the truth.
I mean, we can only sit here now and talk about what we're talking about because we've been through 10 years of pain.
Yeah. And I think people, when people see others with money, they think that they don't carry the same pain. Anybody you see in those circumstances who has came out the other side and became rich from legitimate circumstances has normally experienced an extreme amount of turmoil. So you've got to take that into consideration too. That car or that house is just a trophy for carrying that pain effectively. So. And in terms of depression, which is obviously a topic of conversation for many people now, and it comes from comparison or you thinking your life's worse than theirs or whatever, express gratitude, be truly grateful for everything. It minimizes that to a degree.
Yeah.
Because you're happy, you're like, well, I've got a family. If you're lucky enough to have a family, I've got a roof over my head, I've got water, I've got opportunity, I can grow. Look at the kids in the third world countries, they've got absolutely no chance. That's real depression. And guess what? Some of those people are the happiest people on earth. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like depression is a topic people don't want to talk about too. And obviously, as you said, with successful people, they may have experienced higher, you can't measure depression, but they may experience the darkest days of anybody because of the pressures that they carry.
Yeah.
As you said, paying staff, managing staff. You could lose it all. If you lose it all, they lose it all. And even still, they might be able to go and get another job. You have to start from scratch. You may take on debt. You may have family that you've got to pay for. You've got so much pressure on your back. You're the people that everyone calls. Everybody texts for advice. Borrowing money. You've kind of got to take all of that on and look after yourself at the same time. And when you are mentally aware or you mentally grow, there's very few people you can relate to, and then that's a lonely place too. So I think. You can't look from afar and see and think someone's got the perfect life, and don't compare. Just live your life at your pace. Make sure you're happy along the way.